Hi guys, this is going to be unscripted. It's just going to be like a little rant, and I'm going to really try to explain to you something that I personally believe in a lot, and this is for all my friends who may be watching, any of you guys who may be watching, and I think, well, hopefully it will help you guys out in anything you're doing, whether it be school, work, fitness, etc. So today we got some grades back from one of the subjects I do. Personally, I'm very happy about what I got, but obviously there's still room for improvement. So my friends, unfortunately, did not get grades back that they were happy with. You know, my mates were like, oh my god, I'm fuming, and I can understand. Obviously in that situation I couldn't currently, but the one thing I could understand is failing. Obviously it's just that expectation of, okay, I think I did really well in this, or whether it be a lift, work, study, etc., and then it comes back either through video or markings and like, you didn't. It always sticks with you, especially when it comes to mocks or exams. We always beat ourselves down, and I think that's more of a hindrance. But I wasn't that good at school. I wasn't really that academic. My grades were average, maybe below average. Around 2019, that was when I really changed my perspective on work and life. And obviously that was during puberty, so obviously I was growing and I was maturing naturally, but it really gave me some foresight of what I needed to be. In that time period, I started getting to fitness, I started going to the gym more. I wanted to change my body because I knew that when I did change myself physically, then there will be enough mental change that will lead me to have more self-esteem, confidence, and I knew that would help me in other scenarios other than the fitness scene. Coming back now to school, I'm happy to say that I'm doing well for myself. My grades are good, I study hard, and all I'm going to say now is that it did not come naturally. And I want to tell you guys that if any of you are struggling with work, study, anything, fitness, you can succeed. You may have these times in your life where, oh, I don't want to do this, or I can't do this. You compare yourself to your fellow high-grade classmates who made maths, physics, chemistry, all these high-tech things, whilst they're naturally good at it. And you start to compare yourself like, oh, why am I good? Well, you could be honest with yourself. You could identify that maybe you don't study hard enough. You're not as dedicated. You may not even be interested in that subject. There could be other things such as parents want you to do this subject because they think it'll get you this job. And I understand that, but the fact is sometimes your parents don't know best. I'm very happy that my parents believe in what I want to do, whether it be YouTube, fitness, gaming, computer science, etc. But for out there, do something you're passionate in. Doing something you're passionate in overall will make your experience doing that thing way better. There's some things that you need to understand, that even when you do something you're passionate in, there's going to be mountains and there's going to be valleys. And the one thing is that when people are at the rock bottom of the valleys, they think they can't go anywhere else. They get anxious, they have anxiety, they have mental fatigue, mental health problems. You can come out that, honestly. All comes down to the mentality you hold in pursuit of that thing. So in relation to the story I did earlier, is that what my friends need to know is that they need to turn the loss and turn it into a learning experience. Because from losing, you learn to win. Every athlete out there has lost to win. Michael Jordan, he's missed how many shots? But he's probably one of the most well-renowned basketball players in the world. David Goggins, you think he was that all the time? Hell no. He was overweight, he'd have chocolate milkshakes all the time, he'd feel sorry for himself. He was insecure as shit. But, do you know what he did? He changed himself. He joined the Marines. He just became this identity of hard work and motivation, putting the work in when you don't feel like it. And even then, he doesn't want us to be like him. He wants us to be the best we can be. And that's what he's trying to put out there, and I want that to be the same for you. And I know I could go on and ramble, but all I'm saying is that take the loss as a learning experience, because if you can learn from a loss, you can win. If you've never lost before, then something's wrong. I've lost a lot in life. The one thing that's changed is that I had the ability to learn from those losses. I knew what went wrong and how I could change. So I'd start doing research, I start finding ways to improve myself, especially in school. I'd put in the hard work, I'd study, I'd revise. And some of you guys may be, oh, revising's not for me, I can't do this, can't do that. You're gonna have to. In life, it's not easy. If you want to be successful in any way you find success in, whether it be money or just having a fulfilling family life, you need to put in the work. But you need to understand that you can still do great if you can just center yourself, motivate yourself, and just think of the things you can be doing, helping other people, producing content, just having a nice life. And we need to understand that, especially when we're young, where we have this idea, okay, we should be social. Like, we don't have that luxury of being laid back than we do. There's some people I know in school are so laid back, and I'm like, how? We don't have this luxury anymore. Back then, there was jobs open for everyone. There still is now, but the threshold is way higher. Everything needs a degree now then. There are some jobs you can get with work experience, I definitely know that. And to get a degree, you need to get good grades. A degree can be dependent on someone's choice, and the good grades are dependent on how they approach it. But everyone's struggling. You can come out. Honestly, from these failures, these losses, you can learn more about yourself. You can develop. The most successful people, again, have lost many things. They've learnt to overcome them. You're going to have to face obstacles. You're going to need to jump over those hurdles. And when you do that, you're going to come out a stronger person. Like me in lifting, when I started out, it was quite easy, obviously, get newbie gains, everything like that. But then once you learn how to properly train, you need to understand that every session, you're going to need to push yourself in some way, whether it be increasing weight, doing more reps. Because if you don't push yourself and put yourself in a comfortable situation, you're not going to grow in any way, physically or mentally. I kind of get guided by this term, live in truth, do what is right and what is not expected, what is not easy. And I hope I could do that. I hope I could be honest for everyone. I hope I could be the nicest person that I can be. I hope I could spread my creativity, because I know a lot of people out there are struggling with their own inner feelings and external factors such as family life. And I just hope I could be that shoulder for someone to help them out in some way. Some of you may compare yourself to fitness influencers, the top speakers, philosophers, professors, whilst you're having a look at them on social media at the best point they can be. Physique shows, they're shredded, no water, muscles, steroids, lighting. You're seeing the peak, but you haven't seen the lows, the darkness. There is a lot of it. Where there's light, there is darkness. Also, where there's darkness, there is light. Even if it may be just a small bit of it, it's going to be a lot in the end. It's delaying that gratification. It's knowing if I put in more hard work, if I can see where I went wrong and develop it, then you're going to do honestly amazing. All of you out there watching the video, I know you can be successful. I believe in you guys. You guys can smash it, honestly. There's many resources around, and all I would just say is don't take it to heart. Learn from it, honestly. Just okay, I didn't do well here, let's revise that, let's do this, let's work on this. If you can do those things, yeah, it will take time, it'll be hard. But honestly, the reward will be so much sweeter than just being like, sod it. Because honestly, I believe that every single person I've met has potential to do something great. And I believe in myself. That's not arrogance, that's just me knowing that I have skills and abilities, and those abilities can help a lot of people, and I'm working every day to improve those abilities for the betterment of me, my family, my friends, and everyone else. So here's a brief analogy. Take a loss, flip on its head. If you can learn from the loss, you get a learning experience. Now you put those together, you get W. So you get loss, and if you can learn from it, flip it on its head, get a learning experience from the loss, you get a W. You win in the end. And I'm just going to stop ranting now. I hope you guys enjoyed this little 5-minute, whatever minute this talk has been. But yeah, no script, nothing, just me having a little rant. Have a lovely evening.